I want to talk to you guys today about how being too nice will ruin your life. Let's discuss. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. Today I want to talk to you guys about the simple art of being too nice. Now, before I start this video, I will say kindness is both a strength and a weakness. It's mainly a strength because a lot of people don't possess that common decency, that common art of being a kind and genuine individual. However, since it's so rare, once people actually find that you're a kind individual, they tend to step on it and basically use your kindness for weakness. But in this video, I'm going to break down exactly the 5 reasons why being too nice could kind of be a detriment to your life. Now, I will say this is all coming from experience because I'm an individual that is way too nice and way too giving. Like, even if it's like a detriment to myself, I do like seeing other people elevate and grow and succeed, and I do like playing a part in helping other people get to where they need to be. However, at times, being too nice has become a little bit of a detriment to me, so I want to give you guys just a little bit of advice so you can take heed and learn how to set boundaries. So the first reason is people pleasing. People pleasing is something that can really hold you back in life no matter what. Like, people pleasing is basically when you are so invested in pouring into other people to where you forget to pour into yourself. It's like you would do anything and everything to have a friend group, to have friends around you, and to be included. And then you ignore the fact that maybe these are not the friends that you're supposed to be with. Like, this isn't the group of people that resonates with you truly. Like, you may be surrounding yourself around people that you want to be like, but ultimately they don't want to be around you. But sometimes you don't realize that they don't want to be around you, so you do anything and everything to please them and get them to see you as a valuable individual when you need to realize that you're a valuable individual on your own. You don't need validation from anybody. Y'all, I had the people pleasing bad. Like, it was so bad. Like, it all started for me when I was, I want to say, in the 3rd grade, when I went to a school that was predominantly white. Like, I made friends here and there, but they never lasted. And it was mainly because there was like a stench of desperation on my end. Like, I wanted so much to be liked and accepted and included because I didn't really have anybody else back then. I didn't have friends to play with. So at school, I would do anything and everything to be seen, to be heard, to be liked. And it just never resonated and never felt because the people around me truly didn't want to be around me. Part of it was because I was black, but to keep it all the way real with you, another part of it was me having that stench of desperation. When it comes to people pleasing, it will hold you back because mainly you're going to be so busy giving your all to everybody else to where you forget to pour back into yourself, and then you will eventually forget who you are as an individual, and you won't even realize the fact that you can stand tall on your own without trying to be included in a group of people that don't want you there anyways. Another reason is you will become obsessed with accumulating good karma. Now, y'all, I'm a firm believer in karma. Karma is indeed real. And a lot of people kind of think that the more good that they do for other people, the more good is going to come to them. Which to an extent that is true, but at the same time, if you just continuously do good for other people, like just do anything and everything that they ask, you're going to lose your identity. You're going to lose a sense of who you are, what you like, what you can do, what is special about you. You're not going to really shine bright because you're going to be so busy trying to make another person shine. Now, y'all, I used to be an assistant to a certain individual, and I also used to be like office assistants. Mainly, like, I used to be assistants to like higher ups. Like, I'm so busy pouring into their life to where it's like, oh wait, what about my own? Like, my life is still in shambles. Why am I helping somebody else get their life organized? Like that's not how this world works. You need to have everything together and be aligned with yourself before you can assist anybody else in their life and help them get their life together. Disclaimer, y'all, I'm trying so hard not to cuss, but I feel it brewing. And that leads into the next rule is you will completely ignore how you feel. And you also won't be in tune with how you feel. Like, for example, like, you're so nice of a person to where if somebody insults you, you don't say anything back because, oh, once again, you know, I don't want to do anything bad and get bad karma, or, oh, like, I don't want to treat anybody that certain way. I want them to treat me the way I would treat them. But you have to realize that not everybody is you. I learned that the hard way. Not everybody is you. Y'all, people used to like say all types of things to me and I wouldn't defend myself. No, you need to learn how to defend yourself, and if somebody's going to clap at you, you need to clap back. Now, y'all, I know how to read down. I know how to read down. But even to my own detriment to this day, I hold back a lot of comebacks and a lot of things I want to say. I let a lot of people slide because 9 times out of 10 what I say is going to be very ruthless and it will cut a bitch. Damn, I cussed. Ugh. Oh well, fuck it. But y'all, I would hold my tongue so vastly because I feel like what I say could kind of like shake the room a little bit. Now, to give you guys like a short story time, back in college, I was on the cheer squad, and there was this one white girl on the cheer squad, the only white girl, the token white girl. She was very mediocre, but what I will say is she used to always like peck at me for some reason. And now I let it slide 1 time, a 2 time, a 3 time, a 4 time, and then a 5 time. But on that 6th time, I let her ass have it. But I let this girl slide so much. Like, she used to say just slick shit to me for no reason. Like, I never came at this girl. Like, I was on the cheer squad as a freshman. I was quiet as a mouse. I wasn't trying to step on anybody's toes. And ultimately, I was painfully shy. I was in a new environment, on a new team. Didn't really, I wasn't the best cheerleader. I was only good at tumbling, really. So I was really just trying to, like, stay in my lane and not really step on anybody's toes. And speaking of cheerleading, I don't know why. Like, I am a strong individual, but, like, they always wanted me to, like, toss a bitch in the air. And I had no experience with that, so that was already a mess in itself. But anyways, I let this girl slide so much to a point where we were all eating at lunch, and then one day I blacked out and just went completely off on her. And it was so bad to a point where everybody in the whole entire room was staring at me, and I got up and left. Now, it was like an iconic moment straight out of a high school movie, bitch. Like, it was pretty intense. I will say I'm a very, very calm, poised individual, but when you get me there, and it takes a lot to get me there, but when you get me there, be prepared. But I said all that to say, don't let anybody walk all over you. Stand up for yourself and do what's true to you and how you feel. Don't ignore your feelings. Don't be like me. And the 4th reason is that it will ruin your finances. Now, y'all, I know all of you guys have had a friend in your life or two that has needed financial assistance. Now, to give you guys like a little story time again, normally I try not to be a messy bitch and let what goes on in my life and pour it onto these videos. And 9 times out of 10, I'm always the person that takes the high road, but I'm gonna be the small bitch today. I had a friend that I used to work with back in my retail days. He's a very cool individual. He's a lot older, and he has given me like a lot of wisdom and all that. But with that being said, he has seemed to like fall on hard times. So for some reason, he reached out to me for financial assistance. Now, y'all, I don't know why everybody thinks I'm just this rich, fabulous bitch that's got it made and stays paid. I don't got it like that. Not yet. Stay tuned. But y'all, last month he asked to borrow $250 to hold him from one paycheck to the next because he had medical bills to pay for. And I'm just like, okay, that's cool. Like, just get it to me like within like your next paycheck. And then 2 weeks roll around, no money. So I let it slide for a few days, and then I decided to call him. And he was like, oh yeah, I went from one company to the next company. Like, I recently got a new job, and my last company didn't give me my paycheck because they were like spent most of it on my insurance, my medical bills. And I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. You know, just pay me within the next week or so. Next week rolls around, he still hasn't paid me. Now, mind you, I gave him $250, and he said he would give me that $250 back plus an extra $50 for, you know, for me like being nice and helping him. But yet another week rolled around. I called him again. He was able to give me $200, so he's $50 short. So he said he would get it to me in the next few days. And then the next few days roll around, and then I get nothing. And then he says, oh, you know, let me just wait till my next paycheck. I'll give you $150. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, you know, I'm really helping you out. Like, I'm really trying to be patient. But y'all, it's rolled around all the way up into this week, and I haven't gotten anything back. So with all that being said, don't give anybody any money. Don't bring finance into friendships. That will ruin that will ruin how you view that friend. Also, the more money you give to a friend and multiple friends, because he's not the only friend I had to cut off due to finances, but the more money you give out to a friend, the more they can feel like it's easier to get it from you, and they will keep on coming back until you say no, and then that will kind of lead to a crossroads between your friendship. So just avoid finance, and friendship at all costs. And my last point is you will begin to fall out of love with yourself because, like I said in the beginning, you will begin to pour more into others than you are into yourself, and you will lose who you are. You will lose what you like in this lifetime. You won't even be in tune with like what makes yourself happy. What can you do to make you happy? What do you want to do today? Like, you are going to be so busy pouring in and giving your all to everybody else that you're not going to have enough for yourself. And when I talk to y'all, I'm talking to myself because I'm also a workaholic and I tend to be too nice with people. And I find it very, very challenging to set boundaries with people and not care. It's like the minute I set a boundary with a person, I feel bad, but it's like, no, like I'm respecting myself and I'm protecting my peace. Like, why should I feel guilty about being at peace and being happy? I think the overall message of this video is just pour into your cup so that you could even have a chance, if you want to pour into somebody else. Focus on you. Because the people that you pour into are not going to do so. You're going to be busy focusing on them to where it's just like, oh, well, who am I? What do I do? What do I like? What do I want out of life? Don't let that be you. But y'all, those are my views on exactly why being too nice can ruin your life. Now, remember this. The gift of kindness is both a strength and a weakness, because in the good words of Got to Be Real, if you give a bitch an inch, she'll take the whole ruler from you. But those are my views, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to come at you guys with some more content.